hopefully this is working. Now, let's see if this is working. Yes, cool. No, although it still has Hammy on. It should have me on now. Nose! It's gotta be me. It's gotta be me. Ugh, come on. Load me. Thank you. All right. Yay! Okay. Hopefully the sound is not messed up. Hello, good afternoon. I didn't get a good nap in, but I was not feeling it. I don't know. I can't relax. But I am back. Back again. Stabby's back. Tell a friend. Alright, so I figured we could talk about add-ons. Oh, good. And we can also talk about toilets, because of course we can. Let us see. Everybody's talking about what's on sale right now, and I don't actually know. Wait, what is this? Choose your edition. Oh, this is the stuff it gives you if you get this edition. Nah, I don't care. Although that kind of makes me jealous. That might be the only thing that makes me jealous about it. I do need to do my run today. This horsey does look pretty interesting. But that's probably about it. Excuse me. As I die. Oh, sure. Whenever. Whenever you like is fine with me. I think. Excuse me. I'm so tired. So, interestingly enough, I got a message from Chrysaea during the time that I was offline. And it turns out that for whatever reason, they interviewed her and some of the other people who entered the ZOS contest. And here is the article on Game Radar that they wrote. So that's the article about Chrysaea's and the rest of the contest entries, which is really cool. It's very nice that excuse me, I'm so sorry. It's very nice that they posted that. So here. And I'm going to post it also on our server. Yeah, it's on Discord now. So if you want to look it up later, you can. It's nice. It's really nice to see somebody like somebody I care about actually have that happen for them. Alright, let's set up the giveaway. I'm going to do the same exact giveaway as before because I have another one. And we'll open that one. There you go. You might be my only viewer right now, but that's okay. We'll get there. We'll have a couple more, I'm sure, in time. Alright. Yay! Awesome. Hey, Tactical. We're giving another one away. It's going to be a heavy giveaway weekend. Good afternoon to you as well. As you can see, while I was offline, I was buying lots of stuff to sell. So this is all like stuff for reselling. I was looking at my toilets again, trying to decide if I was going to do a little video on toilets. So I think I might do a little quickie video because people like the fast ones. So I'll just tell everybody about it, and we'll move on, okay? So we'll get this over with real quick. But I'll VOD this section, so ignore the fact that I'm reintroducing myself, okay? Welcome, everyone. I'm Stabity Doom, and I'm doing my regular housing expeditions every single day, and I start at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and my normal channel is twitch.tv/Stabity Doom. And we're looking at toilets. Toilets are one of those things that are actually not in the game. So what I wanted to do for you folks was to gather several different examples of different toilets that I've seen in the game. And then we're going to go see one more that I don't have the piece for. So I'll have to show it to you in somebody else's house. But this is the traditional toilet as you see in most Skyrim games, and possibly also in most ESO games. Thanks for the welcome back. Here we have just the swinging bucket. This is the Orcish bucket cistern. No, it's in Strident Springs. I can speak, really I can. And then the book on the side is supposed to give you a tip that that's what it really is. But if you ever see like a bucket with a book next to it, did I say that wrong, Jemima? Goodness, I'm just gonna cut that part out of it. I start at Eastern Time, 11 a.m. I'll just trim that part out because I'm a dumbass. This is the great bit about having video editing skills now. I could do that kind of thing. They're not great video editing skills, but they're editing skills. So we've got a lot of different toilets. People have come up with some clever ideas, and they're just funny in some situations. But this is a really simple one if you just wanted to have, like, you know, a sort of drop in the bucket, if you know what I mean. But I really like the toilet paper idea of using the paper and, like, pinning it into the wall with an inkwell. So that's a really awesome. You can see other toilet papers, but I like that one. I like them all, but this is fun. This is a great one, and I really enjoy the very modern look of it. And you would just pull on the string, I suppose, to have it flush. Now, if you want to make these, you could just gather up these materials. They're not very complicated. You've just got to buy, I mean, even this bar here, I think that you can buy in Clockwork, the Brass Citadel. It's just a regular item. And then this is a barrel, and this is a chest, and this is a censer. And just upside down, so that you have the ring, so you have the chain, and it looks like something proper that would be attached, right? It looks like the bell float that you have in toilets. And then this one is a much more Alanori type of toilet, if you want to go with this. This is the side of a display stand. This is the top of a time-worn Alanor column. And this one is just a high elf decanter upside down for the flush button. If you wanted a more rustic / Daedric-y one with real water in it, use the Daedric bowl. Again, we used an Alanor bowl. Thanks! Hey. And a Breton urn striated for the very bottom. This is just a trophy turned around backwards, and that's the storage. So this is just a very simple one. This is more of a Telvanni toilet. So, of course, you would use the throne. This is an end table, and then that's an Argonian chimney stack. So putting them all together in a kind of... I mean, I tend to think this would be a very uncomfortable toilet, but it's, you know, you do some fiddling and maybe it would be a little less uncomfortable, right? And there you go. You've got a Telvanni toilet. This is the one that everyone, builder-wise, tends to do. This is like one of the big ones that if you just want a simple toilet, A lot of people use the Eleanor fountain. They sink it down further than this so that it's not, you know, super high for people unable to sit on it. And then this is usually the clockwork crank is usually the flushing mechanism. And that's what most people do for toilets. A lot of times you'll see people turn the water off, so you just have the water on the bottom part. Over here, I love this TP holder. This is yet another style of TP holders using either the brass ones or there's a couple of busts that are amazing for this. And this is just a combination of several different things. An alien carved bench, that same fountain we just looked at, another limestone bowl, and this is actually the top of a little incense guy. So it looks like a drain. The Radaran incense holder mesh. I think that's really charming. That's a really great way to do a drain. And, you know, I'm just showing you this because there are no toilets in ESO, at least not officially. So I thought you might want to get some ideas. In this one, we use the Telvanni throne again. We've got kind of a chamber pot underneath. I'm using a mug as the deposit system. And then we're using a spool of thread. This is a Lux Vendor item for the toilet paper in this case. And then we come over here to use the old standard toilet paper that most people use, which is the cup of, the empty Dres cup of grief. And then well, I guess it is grief. It's probably very sad that it has become toilet paper. Again with the crank. And then this is the seat of the Snow Prince, which really you could use any back of any throne, possibly any chair. And this is the sarcophagus lid, that poor kitty. It looks like it's just, you have something pressed down on it, like a cover over the toilet or something like that. So these are some really common systems of toilets in this game. And as many things as you can think of are things that you can come up with. And we're going to go to my friend Swankery's house in order to show you one last toilet. And this is the one that I would say is probably the most prevalent aside from just the standard Alanori fountain. Unfortunately, I don't have the piece that you need for it because I am not really a dungeon person, as all of my followers know, because potato. So we're gonna go look at the last toilet, because Swankery is more established than I am. If you've never been to Swankery's Amaya, you're missing out, because this is her incredible, amazing dirigible that's handmade. She's insane. I love her. Make sure that you come and visit if you haven't seen it in person. It's just phenomenal. And under the here we have this guy, who I had written down who he is, but this is, I can't tell you anymore who he is, but he is the bottom of one of the busts, or he's a bust, right? Like, I don't even know who he really is, but because I've only ever seen the butt side of him. And this poor guy is constantly Assembly General from Hall of Fabrication. Okay, and he's a bust, right? Oh, he's a trophy. Shouldn't he be on a piece of wood if he was a trophy? I assumed he was a bust because he's not on a piece of wood, or is it sunken into the ground? But this poor guy has been pooped into more times than I can count. He is a very, very common poop receptacle, and I feel very sorry for him. Raid busts come on a little column, so he's got a hidden little column underneath, I guess. Probably facing that direction. Poor guy. So thanks for the information, and so those will be the toilets that I've seen that you may want to, you know, take a look at incorporating into your home, because there are no toilets in Tamriel apparently, except the ones we make ourselves. So that is that. let's do a quick rando, and then we're gonna just start talking about other things. I'm gonna do some add-on stuff. Hiya! Lurk, 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 lurk. Yeah, I gotta do that too. Hopefully someone will come on and say, come on, Stabby, you slowpoke, I'll drag you through. Let's go to, we could do Joshua again. Joshua! Sisters of the Sands. Told you I was going to make a hard push this weekend. I'm a Nord, so EP, I guess. I'm not doing IC, though. I did the prison one yesterday, so I was looking to do the other one I haven't done. Yeah, we're giving away another plan, the same one as before. So if you want to enter again, go ahead. The same plan, the rounded door, solitude door plan. I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff this weekend in hopes of getting people to love me enough to follow. So, and besides, you guys get them anyway. Hey, Chris again! Oh, I don't want to go. I'm scared. Chris is here at a very unfortunate time for Chris. Because I might ask them to drag me through the other one. I guess the white gold tower thing? Holy crap. I didn't even realize. I'm in Sisters of the Sands. Sisters of the Sands. This is Sisters of the Sands. I've never been through it, though. That's my point. The white gold. I would love that. Yes, I have to get it done. And as you all know, I'm a noob, so you can give me as much advice as you want. I tried it out, my build yesterday, and I was kind of shocked that I could kill some stuff in the new dungeon, Nuke Thirst, or whatever the hell it's called. As some people call it, the Sneezy Dungeon. Stick them with the pointy end. This is this is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying that it's hard with small apartments to make them look homey, but if you want to make like a snapshot like this, where it's completely just one thing, apartments are perfect for it, and this is like a little cutesy area. I really like it. Yeah, that's what I did have an easier time, but I so rarely do anything that requires fighting. You know what I mean? If you're online, I don't know, Chris, I don't know if you're on or not. But Jemima, a vignette. She's like I just love it. She cracks me up every time she brings that one up, because it's true. That's what it is. So I have some wonderful news. I've been approved for a kitty cat. We have found the kitty cat we want. We've been approved. And now I am just waiting back to hear from the lady about when to go pick them up. Hold on, I just got the email. Anytime between 10 to 4 tomorrow. You got it. I'll try to be there around, what do you think? It's a 2-hour drive, right? 1 p.m.? That'll work. 1 p.m. works, because then we'll leave it at like 11. We got Lexi. I am so happy. I mean, I feel bad about I feel really bad about Chester, but Chester isn't really available right now because they took him off the thing. Oh no. I gotta call my dad. That's not good news. Something else happened. Allow me to pull up the picture of Lexi. And you guys, I'm going. I want to show you my, okay, here. Because I'm having trouble with this stupidity, allow me to show you the pictures. She's only 3. I was going to go with a much older kitty, but it turned out that this kitty is just, nobody has wanted her. And she's only 3. Oh. And that's her face. Isn't she a cutie? Oh my god. I can't wait to see her in person. They said she's super sweet. And that's what she looks like. Isn't she precious? 3-year-old. Oh, I just rub her little nose. I can't wait to see her. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go pick up my new kitty. I'm still gonna miss my Grant horribly, but Grant would have wanted me to be loved. He was such a good kitty. I'm gonna miss him terribly. I miss him terribly, but you know, I'm just glad I got a new kitty. So, okay, let me see if I wanted Chester, but Chester didn't work out. And now I feel bad that Chester didn't work out, because like now he's going to be available and I'm not going to be able to get him and whatever, but you can only feel so guilty after a while. All right. Friends. Why can't I find my friends button? Friends. I have no friends? Oh. Oh, you're in the Imperial Sewers. I'll wait until you're gone from there. We won't make you... Whenever you're done. We can talk about add-ons until then. Yeah, she is a cutie. But yeah, we've got add-ons we can talk about. We got all sorts of stuff we can talk about until you guys are ready. So I wanted to show you some of the add-ons I use, because a lot of people are constantly asking me, you know, what are good add-ons to have? Well, I will tell you some of them. There is a great add-on that I like. Actually, I'll show it to you where it really matters the most to me, which is advanced filters. It has so many uses. But the use that I really like to use it for is saving research items. I don't need 2 of every research item, you know what I mean? I need 1 of every research item right now. So a lot of what you'll see me do with it is, you'll see, all right, we want to deconstruct one-hand weapons. Now I can just look at all my one-hand weapons, and then I can separate it by axe. And then I can separate by mace, and then I can separate by sword, and then by dagger. And then I could do two-handeds. Got two-handed axes, two-handed maces, two-handed swords. I don't have to get rid of any of those. You has an add-on question, will go ahead and ask me, and I will answer it. It also has head. So I have 2 divines. I don't need this. So I can abort, research, kill that. I don't need 2 of them. Chest. Devise, devise, devise. Oh, wow. Abort. Abort. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. And so forth. But it works in a lot of different ways. You know, this is just one place where this works. That's MM. Or ATT. If you use ATT, you can turn that on as well. But that is a built-in MM thing. You just have to turn it on in the settings. And if you're curious, there's a whole long video now on it. If you have an hour of your life you'll never get back that you want, I will happily give you a link to that video. Let me just give you the link just in case anyone else wants it. Here it is. That is my MM video deep dive, 1 hour. Sorry about the length, but it's going to go into every setting, every way that it's used to help you figure out even how to make your little searches up and all that. What programs it works well with. Everything. When you see the pros and you're like, how do they know how to do all that? It should all be in there. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But if there's questions, I can always supplement. You know what I mean? So there's that. Jemima, you're my biggest fan. You're such a supporter. I appreciate it so much. Oh, cool. I'm not doing anything, Chris. I mean, I'm just babbling about filters. As you can see, I'm opening up the wrong things all the time. All right. Invite to group. Anyone else want to try to do that other one? The white gold normal dungeon thingy. I'm a deeps. Chris was the tank last time. It'll be on normal. I am a nub. I'm a nubby potato. So be forewarned that if you come along, you will see only nubby potato behavior. Because I suck. Sorry. Sadness. But yeah, that's a really great way of going through your inventory and sorting out what you have. Not just for gear, but also for materials. You can pull this down and you're like, oh, I just want to look at you know, raw materials. Or I would, but I just want to look at jewelry traits or whatever. Oh, your deeps? Okay. And so you just go to each of these, and that's advanced furnishing, advanced filters. That's how that works. So if you're curious about that, I would suggest getting it. It's a good add-on. I like it, especially for what I showed you. It's good for. Let me look and see if caffeinated is available. Because she has offered before. I just don't know if she's not in my, she may not be in my guilds. Don't know for sure. Oh, she's in IC. Tactical's in the white gold tower. I'm assuming we can't two-man this. I'm assuming we need one more person, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not. I'm getting the thing full so I can get the ticket, get the thing next time. But I wouldn't mind doing IC once so that I can get the trophy. That's all. Oh, you did, Flimmy? Flim, come with us. I need another person for the dungeon. I want to do the white gold tower dungeon. I've never done it before, and ooh, we can queue with randoms. But I'm horrible. Won't they hate me? All right. How do I do that? I don't even know how to do that. I'm assuming it's in group, the same way the other thing was. Alright. Alright, and we don't want random. We want specific dungeons. And we want normal white gold tower. Right? And how do you add that you want other people put in? How do you add that you want pugs? Do you just join because there's only 2 of us? Will that do it? I'm really new to this, guys, so I'm still learning how to do this. Okay. And then away we go. Scared. I'm as newbie as you, Shutterbug. Didn't I do that? I thought I did that. What's the button for group? Why do I keep stupiding on the button for group? P. What the hell? Who would make P a thing? Hello, Skittlebutt. I am very new to dungeons. Extremely new to dungeons. Never really done any of this stuff before. Certainly never pugged before. But we're gonna give it a shot because Stabby is scaredy. Party. See, that makes sense. I just thought it was... I always thought G for group instead of P for party. Oh, good night, Flemmy. I know it's late for you in the upside down world. The upside down. So, what's the name of the thing? Radar Gaming or something like that? Yeah, Games Radar. did an interview with Chrysaea and talked about the ZOS contest. In case you're curious, that's where that information is. And it's also in Discord. I put it up on Discord, in case you're curious. And now I'm just gonna run around in total nervousness until this thing pops. Does it really usually take that long? I mean, I don't know. I'm scared. I have rheumatoid arthritis, Shutterbug. Believe me, I have slow reflexes. I get you. I mean, I tell my hands to do things, and they're just like, nope. Like, not doing it. Nope. A really long time, huh? It's weird. So, a lot of you ask me what my UI is sometimes. This is Oblivion style UI, and you can find it on Minion. It's just changes the way everything looks, but the problem is it's not very adjustable. So, like, if you have trouble seeing it, you can't change the color or anything. Yeah, Happy Moo. Yeah, I guess we're too deep, so that's a problem, isn't it? I hadn't thought of that. Ay. But I'm scared. I'm scared. I mean, sure. Do you want me to cancel? I can leave the queue and then wait for you. I'm scared. Alright, letting it go until you're officially out. And then it'll pop and I'll feel terrible. Let's kill this woman while we're waiting. Ooh, a clothier. Decent. Is that something that people normally say? Let's kill this woman while we're waiting. That seems a little messed up, doesn't it? Hey, Aya Lockhart. I am pickpocketing while I'm waiting. And she's gonna see me. She's totally gonna see me. Oh, she didn't see me. A sealed Redguard bin. And fabric! Because clothier. Nice. I am savage. I'm a horrible person. She looked at me! Actually, she didn't even look at me and I just murdered her. That was terrible. I'm a horrible person. No shame. And then you can get this guy. Oh no, that's Mayhole. He's not. Sneaky, sneaky, killy is what I am. Excuse me. I need to kill this person. Oh, she's just a commoner. She's boring. Yes, I think this guy's a noble, if I remember correctly. Smith! Ooh, Smith's good. I guess my hobby is killing. It's fun. I like to see what I get. Fun in a horrible way. Come on. And dead. Bag of nails. Useless. Who needs a bag of nails? Not me. Yes. Well, more than a warm body, but allow me to party. Party! I'll get this eventually. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna invite you to party. I'll get this eventually. I'll remember how to do this eventually. All right. Tactical. Okay. Woo! Party! Are you in the group yet? Join the group! Join the group! Join! Join! Well, he's dead, so he doesn't need it anymore. Why am I getting... Join! Okay. I probably did something wrong. Shockingly enough. Tactical AFK. There we go. Dungeon Finder. We want white gold tower, normal. And then we're going to join the Quee. I used to be in a guild with somebody who honestly thought the word was Quee and said that until we corrected him like multiple times, and then would continue to forget and would still call it Quee. Then they also called them glyphs instead of glyphs. It was bad. It was pretty bad, but funny. I gotta eat my noms. I forgot to eat my noms. Alright. Where's the chicken? There it is. Quee and glyphs. Wait, we go through... Okay. Bags, though. Bags, though! How could you walk past the bags? Alright. Here we are. Wait, no, that's not you. Where'd you go? Wow, you're fast. You have to assume I know nothing. Why does it show you was way ahead of me when you hadn't come up yet? I'm confused. That arrow was in a weird way. Rog Yui? Oh my god. Oh, the other word they mispronounced was Bourbon. It was bourbon, and they kept calling it Bourbon, and for the longest time, nobody knew what the hell they were talking about. Why are there already dead things in here? How did that happen? Wow. Are we even... What? M? Hit M. Oh, what's going on? No, they were American from U.S., born and raised. Alaska, but born and raised. Yeah, I don't know. Is that tactical? Like, who is that? Bourbon. I don't think Bourbon is. I think it's bourbon. Isn't that said bourbon also? Because, like, it's made out of bourbon, isn't it? Who's the other guy? Is that Chris? I don't know. I don't know. But that's how bourbon is spelled. I've never heard of a bourbon biscuit, to be honest with you. I don't even know what that is. Is that a cookie? Oh, Hunden Puppers. Whoever that is the one who's rushing it. Okay, I didn't even know that there was a guy named that. Like anyone was added to the group. Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't know we got another person in the group. My bad. Bourbon is an alcohol that comes from Kentucky mostly. And it's made out of grain. That's the best I can do.
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy
So the tank is rushing it. That's fine. I just didn't know what the hell was going on, and they're probably thinking these people suck, which frankly I do. Why is everything black and white? I don't know what's going on. Okay. It's gotta be bourbon. I mean, it's not your fault if it's set in a different country and it's a different thing, but bourbon is an alcohol. The reason why they made bourbon in Kentucky was everything was so rural that they could, by the time they got their grain to market, it would rot. So what they ended up doing is turning it, distilling it into an alcohol, and they ended up bringing Kentucky bourbon into existence, and then they brought it to market as an alcohol instead of as grain, because their grain always rotted on them.
The scroll is here.
So that's why we have Kentucky bourbon,
This is where I left it.
because
Give me a
grain.
moment. You'll see.
The Elder Scroll, gimme. Yes, and that's what they named it after, the House of Bourbon. They did name it after that because it sounded highfalutin. But bourbon was made before then. I guess maybe they called it something else before then. Yes, you're right. Early readers do not know how to pronounce certain words. I have that problem, and so does my husband.
Find the Empress.
We are both awful about it. And we have a rule that nobody gets offended if we correct one another. So, yeah, we don't, it hurts. We have that rule that if we correct one another, we don't get our feelings hurt. It's just both of us have poor learning. Like we read before we did anything else. I don't know.
Smash those rifts or be
Why is everything going black and white? Is that part of the thing? I don't know how to do this. This is all so new to me. Okay. Part of it. Okay. Altar. My husband says things. He puts an added syllable in certain words. Oh, when it goes white, you shoot the portals. Okay. Understood. I'll try that. Appreciate it. So, my husband says some sort of things like, if he were saying wire, he goes, it very pronounced wire. And fire, he sounds like fire. There's always a really big second emphasis. And he's from Wisconsin, so I'm assuming that's a Wisconsin thing. Congratulations! Is it a done deal? Are you safe? Did you really get it? Is it good? Like, you're not going to get any... This is like a day of good news, isn't it? Super good news for all the taters. What's going on? What did I do wrong? Oh, that guy. 100 slots. That's funny. Congratulations. That's fantastic. My husband, when I first moved out here, okay, this is the funniest joke. When I first moved out here, I didn't know that there was a type of ATM that they call TYM. It's called time. So I just moved out here, and my husband says to me, just hold on, I have to hit up a time machine. What? They don't call them ATMs here. They call them time machines.
The plane
you,
is as
you what?
on your guard. Foes approach.
That cracked me up so hard. Oh my god. So many silly things. So many silly things. Like, are you trying to go back in time and undo our relationship? Like, what do you need a time machine for? Too funny. Oh god. There's so many things we say differently and do differently too, because I'm from New York, so everything I do and say is fast. And he's much slower. He's a Midwestern boy. And the other one that got us, annoys me, is the second part of two-word phrases or two-word names or something like that. He always says it weirdly. So, like, I say Green Bay. I say Long Beach. I say things like that. He would say Green Bay, Long Beach. And I'm like, why? Taco Bell. I'm like, there are many bells, but only one of them is taco. That's why you put the emphasis on the first part. You don't do Taco Bell. You say Taco Bell. Like a normal person. We argue about important things. Oh, well, if they have a cat, they're obviously a good person. Sounds like it's going to be a nice fit. I am so happy for you, though, because I know how bad this was. I know. This was a very stressful time for you and your man. The British Shorthairs are the cutest. They have these pudgy faces. Yeah. I didn't pick this place. I picked the man. It kind of came with it. They were kind of like a package deal. Wait, there's more to kill behind us? Okay. Yeah, British Shorthairs have those cute pudgy faces. Which way are you going? I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, we both say things funny to each other. In a funny manner. Love is a stupid thing. Oh, do we go through the portal? What do I do? Okay. I guess we go through the portal. I don't know what I'm doing. But I have a chicken out, and that's what's important. Oh, it's just for fun, though. We both know that it doesn't mean anything. You know, it's just silliness. We come up with a lot of problems. Of silly problems that we can argue about. The one that does annoy me is parking ramp. It's a parking garage. It's not a parking ramp. It's a garage. He's like, but it's a ramp. Yay. I'm like, oh, I'm done. That was it?
The scroll said I can steward it. Never mind. I'll take this. Follow me.
Yay. What's this? What's this? What's this? It's not taking me up. I'm not I'm not. Ah! Was that a mistake? Was that a mistake? Should I not have done that? Oh, it's back at the beginning. Cool. Thank you so much, folks. Much appreciated. I've learned something. I guess that's it, though, right? So we can leave now. Right? Oh, that's true. Oh, bless your heart. It's the southern polite way of saying F you. I'm just following around tactical because I don't know where I'm going. I don't have one. That's okay, though. I may have been dragged through here previously. I know there was one other I had been dragged through, and it may have been this. But I don't know for sure. Palace Sewers. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm just following tactical around. I didn't know what I was doing. But I do want to see what the looty over here is. I'm with tactical on this one. Loot is good. Gives me the loot. Alright. Box. Dinger. I know, I was gonna say, I'm glad that somebody else understands my incredible need to loot things. These are all good people, right? So I don't have to worry about them. Lame. Alright, thank you. Much appreciated. So now I have all of that done. What was the next thing? Add-ons. We're gonna talk about ATT. Yeah, you know me. Alright. So, let me tell husband that we're picking up the cat tomorrow at 1. I'll be right back. Okay, be right back. Mr. Potato. Mr. Potato. You on the phone? We're picking up. Yeah, we're picking up the cat tomorrow at 1. So plan on taking me to Toma. Yay! All set. So cat being picked up tomorrow at 1. Yay! Get the boots. Wait, no, that's not you guys. Oh, did anybody need the gear we got? I don't know anything about this stuff. Did you guys want this? I don't know anything. Is this a shoulder? Yay, kitty. You don't need, okay. I don't know. If anyone needs these, let me know. I don't know what any of them are good for. Okay. And it's gonna get crunched up. I am not a healer, though. I am a stabby. As if you didn't know. I am a stabby. Alright, let me show you ATT something. Oh, I did. I didn't open it, though. Why, yes, I do have a glorious box. Thanks for noticing. I kid. Okay. Telvar and a thing. And a thinger that I'm not sure. Very rarely do I sell gear. Very, very rarely. Most of the time I deconstruct it. I am not good at selling gear because I don't really even know what stats are worth anything. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm kind of one of those useless people when it comes to that. Do either of you want this, I don't even know which one I got. This jack thing. Where is it? The bracers or the jack? Oh, I can't trade them even? I can't trade them? I just wanted to trade them with you guys. Wait, this one has a sell price. You'll take the bracers? I'll send them over. No, I meant the... Right. Right. I was gonna send the bracer plan thinger over to Chris. Gotcha. That's what I thought. So, sorries. I gotta tell you a funny story. Alright? You're welcome. My husband was poking around on Reddit, and he sorted by the most popular posts on Reddit for ESO, because he was looking for something specific. And he comes and he said, "Hey, the third most popular post ever on Reddit is by Jhart in ESO." And I said, "Oh, okay, what did he post?" And he shows it to me. And I'm like, "Sorry's made that." And he's like, "What? How did you?" And he looks down, and I guess it was a zombie. And he scrolls through to the bottom, and he's like, "Wow, it says this was made by Sorry's." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And he said to me, he's like, "How did you know that?" And it's like, I can't remember words, but I've seen your build once, and I knew it was yours. I have no brains. Thank you so much for running me through both of you. But I recognize yours on sight. So, you are the third most popular. Oops, I have that set to hands. That should be set to everything. Of the week? Alright, fine. Of the week. I'm being corrected by Mr. Potato. So, of the week. Yeah, I said it wrong. You're all right. I'm wrong. Terrible person. Just trying to be all nice and give you a compliment. But no! You make cute builds. I thought it was adorable. You have cute ideas. If some of you have not seen, you should. I'm just breaking everything. If you guys have questions about building, EHT, add-ons I might know about. Otherwise, I will show you some things and some stuff. You go away. Not you. I have things I can show you. So, as you know, I use MM, but I also use ATT, but in a limited sense. And let me show you how I use ATT in this sense. So let's say that I want, let me find something that I won't hate buying. Arcgus. Alright, you know what? We'll just grab a cheap furnishing. That's not cheap. Here we go. This is cheap. Sort of. I'll buy a book. Alright. So we just bought the book. Alright. ATU doesn't have its trader this week, so I don't feel too bad. You know how with MM, you just, to open it up, you just do /MM? Well, with ATT, it's the same thing, except you do /ATT. And then, this should be today. There you go. See that? It tracks purchases. You can just have ATT installed and then only have on the purchases one, and that keeps track of everything you buy. The reason why that's a good thing is that a lot of times you'll want to know when you're flipping what you paid for something so you can mark it up a little bit. That's just the way I like to look at it. Auto banker I use on my alts. I don't usually use it on this character, but I will use, yeah, it is cool. So allow me to show you if I set the settings on auto banker, what I like to do is keep a certain amount of money on me. I want to keep, go ahead. And then I can say I don't want any of these on me. These will all be put into the bank whenever I have them. I want these to be deposited. And then trait items. You know what? I'll turn that on for now. I want all of those put in the bank. Maps you can have put in the bank. Writs you can have put in the bank, depending on what you put it on. Ingredient, furnishing, style, consumables, miscellaneous. All of these things can be put automatically in the bank if you want them to be put in the bank. And then when you're banking, see, it automatically oh, you can't see that. Let me move this up. It automatically transfers all of the intricates I had. It transferred all of my, what are those called? I don't even know what those are called. That's how little I know about PvP, that those things went in there. But that's how you do it. And it staves it in the bank. And so now you don't have to worry about it. It automatically does it. On my alts, what I have it do is you can set it to have a minimum, like, I will leave 1,000 gold on my characters, on my alts at any given time. Everything in excess of that will go directly into the bank. It does save me a few minutes. That's actually why I do it. It's only on my alts really that I worry about it. And then so I absolutely do that. Here, by the way, I need to deposit. I don't like to have over 1 million. If you look at the settings, yeah, for your alts, it's super helpful. With the gold, here, if I had this on, I did not have it on, but that's what those are. Oh, yeah. So what this will do is if I set this to 1,000, this means anytime I have more than 1,000 gold, it'll deposit all but 1,000 gold into the bank. So you'll leave 1,000 gold on your alt. It's really helpful. It does go a lot faster. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to, if I had 1 million, I guess you can do 1 million. I'm going to leave this off though, because you never know when you need money. So that's how that works. You've got, these are really handy add-ons, I personally think anyway. And it makes it go just a tiny bit faster. But here's the thing. If you ever have trouble logging in, don't ever feel bad about turning that stuff off. You can easily turn that stuff off and not feel bad about it. It's just, you know, it's not necessary add-on. It's just a quality of life thing. Excuse me. You buy this, you buy this, you buy this, you buy this. You buy this. Oh no, I put that away, not buy. Alright, I don't know. I got things on me. So that's Auto Banker, and that's what Auto Banker does. The next one is Awesome Guild Store. If you don't use it, get it. I mean, there's really no other thing I can say about Awesome Guild Store other than it makes life better. I should have listened to people when they told me that the first time. Everything about it makes life better. I honestly think, why is everything overpriced all of a sudden? It's really nothing that... Alright. And, I mean, it just saving prices, the way that it does everything, to me, is just so much better than than the base thing. Kind of annoying. The base game settings are just shit. So, you get in there, and you go in there. What? You should not be 143 gold. Why did I just post you for 143 gold? That was stupid. Don't pay attention to the stabby behind the curtain. She's not making sense. All of this stuff can, you know. For mama. Also, be aware. No, Minion will detect your add-ons for you, as long as you point it at the right directory. It won't. You can use your own. It'll find them though, usually, without any trouble. But yeah, if for whatever reason this has always been borked, so that when you try to do the select the master merchant price, it'll always get jacked up to some ridiculous price. Reason why is because it puts the total value in the per voucher value, and it ends up multiplying it. I don't know why Ritz have been that way since this game since I started using this add-on. I wish they would fix it at this point, but just a little heads up on that. That is a problem. You're welcome. I'll sell the jack. And I'll sell that. And I'll sell 2 of these. Or 1 of these. I'm having trouble keeping my slots full, if you know what I mean. That sounds really wrong, doesn't it? I don't mean it that way. I'm a terrible person. Look at all this stuff that needs to be relisted. Why? Why do you suck? Anyway, I should do this later. Although, what the hell else am I gonna do? This is what I do now. Dubious, Grand, Longfin. Where's my Longfin? Now, at least you get to see what I sell. The Burvis juice. You get the Burvis juice. You get the Frost Miriam. I bought a bunch of this kind of cheap, so I'm reselling it. Bone mold resin. That's good. And then the Solitude Stall. And then, so yeah, I curate my listings. If it's significantly under what it should be priced, over what it should be priced, I will delete the listing and start over. I also usually cut things off at 27 days. Grand repair kits. Dupe. Burvis juice. Dupe. Sigic. Dupe. Frost Miriam. Yes. I'm not gonna have enough to list all of this. So I'll list these dregs. The dregs! I was feeling so bad. I was selling my husband that it's like, I can't keep up with all of my listings. And, it's just, they're always like, I can't do that and focus on what I'm focusing on these days. And he's like, and what happens if you don't keep up with your listings? And I'm like, nothing. He's like, so why are you sweating it? Because I do. I don't know. Because I'm a weirdo. And I buy tickets every week. It's not like I have to worry about making minimums because I buy tickets. As long as you do that, that's all they care about. Right? pull your weight kind of thing, and then you're fine. Dubious, grand, longfin. No longfin. Another longfin. Up you go. And then I'll just list a whole bunch of these. And that's why I give a lot of, I always, you know, contribute to the raffles. And if I win, I put the money right back in. All right, add-ons. The next add-on I use is Banker Shut Up. This one is very obvious. This way, they shut up. You hear? If you, yeah, for the weekly raffles. I don't have to listen to them. And this, especially in Craglorn, is a gift. Because in Craglorn, the banker says the same thing over and over and over. And it's like every time you want to change functions from selling to maybe putting stuff in your bank or maybe going back and forth between all of them, you always have to listen to these stupid spiels. And I just don't want to hear it. So I honestly downloaded an add-on simply for the purposes of making the banker shut up. And it is quite literally called Banker Shut Up. And this pleases me greatly. Uh-oh, I think I put, yep. Yep. That is exactly what it is, and that's exactly what it's called. And I am a terrible person, but I know, I wish you could too, but the second best thing, TriStorm, is shutting them up. And it's like, there's a lot of uncertainty in Belkarth these days. There's a lot of uncertainty in Belkarth these days. There's a lot of, I want to kill you. That'll be certain. That's certain for you. That's terrible. I'm a terrible person. Yes, it stops Tithys too. It shuts them all up. Yep, Tithys also. Oh boy, where's Tithys? It also shuts up Azabi though, so there's that. That's unfortunate, but you know, Tithys and Azabi both get shut up. But yeah. Yeah, he doesn't say anything. So, I like that add-on. The next one is, I shouldn't have both of these on, Bug Catcher. Now, what Bug Catcher does is, you could use either Bug Catcher or Bug Eater. Both of them are good. But what they do is they, you know all those error reports that pop up? What it does is it suppresses them, and it puts them in here. So you see, there's 57 of 60 errors it caught. So all of these errors, they like ESO, UI, in-game, whatever, all these things that just pop up, confirm, return, gift, dialogue, ZOS, awesome guild story, you know, all of these bugs are suppressed. So you never have to see them again. And then what you would do is wipe all bugs. Whenever you feel like it. But, you know, you could just never wipe the bugs and just have them all just be caught. Now, that's bad when you need to know what the error is with. Like, let's say you don't know which of your add-ons is malfunctioning. Yeah, you need the errors on. But when you don't care about that, Bug Catcher is your best bet. Covetous Countess, I've shown before. I use for, yeah. Covetous Countess is for the Hughes Bane quests. When you do the thieving quests, if you only want the Covetous Countess quests, because those are the easiest ones, it will just make it so you can spam E until you get the Covetous Countess quests. It makes the other ones not acceptable, so you just keep on hitting E. I've shown how that one works before, so I'm not gonna bother showing you again. Craft store. Craft stores is a monster. Craft store has so many things it does. I'm telling you the truth. The only reason why I use craft store is because it's helpful to know what my other characters don't know and all that. Craft store is a beast. The more important things that it tells me, the most important thing that it tells me, is how many of each item I have. Look at this. You see where it says bank 11, stabity 19? That is priceless to me, because as I'm crafting or as I'm doing stuff, like let's say, let's retrieve some of these, right? Let's say you're crafting or buying stuff and it arrives in the mail, and then you want to go, shit, how many of those do I have? And it just shows you stabity in your inventory 200, craft bag 1761. It tells you how many more you have. Honestly, that's priceless when I'm shopping, because when I'm shopping, I'm like, shoot, do I need any more Burvis jupes for my drinks? Do I need any more scuttle? How many scuttle do I have? Do I have to look in my craft bag to see how much scuttle I have? No, it tells me when I mouse over scuttle. So it's amazing. I'll show it to you in the feat of shopping. Now, craft store is a heavy duty program, and it does a lot more than I'm telling you about. But the reality is I don't use any of the rest of the stuff it does. I only use this stuff. So let's see. You any scuttle? There's so much more to it that you can learn and do, and I can't pretend to even tell you all of that. So I'm not really helpful in that case, but if you don't have scuttle, we'll move on to something easy. Okay, so like greens. Do you have greens? Do you? Ah, melons. Here we go. I mouse over the melon. Tell me I have no... Oh, okay. It tells you...
Greetings.
See this? Mouse over it. It says, craft bag, 824. I like to keep 1,000 melons on me at a time. This tells me how many I already have. It's amazing. That is amazing. How many pewter dusts do I have in my bag? How much dry blood do I have? How many freeze willows? Oh my gosh, thank you, Miss Stormy. I really appreciate that. You guys have been so generous today. It's crazy. So, yeah, I do that. I stopped tracking motifs because I mostly sell them anyway. I'm not trying to get them all. You know, I'm just trying to... When Jahar comes on for his second housing hike, I'll drop you guys off there. So I'll pull it before then. But anyway, so let me just swim over here because there's a little heavy sack. Screw you, no heavy sack. Sad Christmas. All right, so that's that. That's how that works. At least the way I use it, which is limited. Daily alchemy, daily provisioning. You know how Doggy Bonds doesn't do alchemy or provisioning? Daily alchemy and daily provisioning does that for you. So you don't have to make a bunch in advance and stick them in the bank. It will make it for you as you go, just the way that Lazy Writ does. So if you've been suffering by not getting those two things done, I would suggest that you get daily alchemy and daily provisioning, and it will do it for you. So that everything's automated. It's not just, you know, most of the stuff. This is why I'm telling you this. because you don't know. It's all right. Daily alchemy, daily provisioning. These are suggested and recommended by Dolgibon himself too. So daily provisioning, daily alchemy. You need these in addition to lazy writ. Yes. See? What do you want them to use? The low price reagent at Master Merchant, low price reagent at TTC. Do you want many stocks? Set manually? You can do whatever you want. Look. You're welcome. Did I just make you happy? I'm glad. It can also retrieve items from the bank. It also can, you know, whatever. But it should be very helpful for those of you who have been annoyed by the fact that Lazy Writ doesn't do everything. Now, I'm not bad-mouthing Dolgibon. He's a lifesaver. He's a life changer. I adore him. And I appreciate everything he's done for us. But that is huge. Right. But what I'm saying is if you don't want to mass craft, I think it's just that. Oh, thank you for the follow. Really appreciated. I think it's just that much nicer because when I run out of all the stuff I've mass crafted, it's nice to have that. I don't do 18. I do, I think the max I've done is, I think I have 6 total? Maybe 7? No, 6. 6 that have writs on them. It takes me a while. It does take a good amount of time. The reason why it takes me a while is because I think it's about 45 minutes ish, but it takes me a little longer because I also do the crows. Right? Right. Holy crap, Ollie. That's insane. Ay, yay, you people. You're amazing. Yeah, so I end up going to do the crows as well. If you've gotten your clockwork up to a certain point, you can turn in like cheap shit they ask for, and you can have a chance at an ebon shadow motif and some rings and some other stuff. It's worthwhile. I mean, it's just junk you're giving them because they like to eat junk, like Daedra husks. That's why I am always asking for Daedra husks. It's because I feed them to the crows. They want crunchy things. So I'm like, okay, you want crunchy things? I'll give you crunchy things. Here you go. Right? Yeah, I'll show you. Of course nobody would be in the brass. Of course no one would be there. Why would there be anybody there? Why? All right. If you've done the quest line from, let me see, that starts in Mournhold, I think, to get to clockwork. Yes, please. Always accepting Daedra husks. I will take your trash. I'm completely out. It's hilarious. If you go through the quest line, it's actually unfortunately pretty far in to where the crows will talk to you. Luckily, I have the quest up. See this guy? He appears when you're allowed to deal with the crows. And what he asks you for, what exactly? He wants carapaces, hides, and Daedra husks. Sometimes he wants ornate stuff. Sometimes he wants like stolen items. Sometimes he wants let's get these carapaces. Sometimes he wants grooming items. That's why I have so much junk on me, because he wants utensils, he wants grooming items, he wants games. It depends on the day. So I hold on to this stuff, and then when he asks for it, I give it to him. Wait, I didn't take the quest. I'm a dumbass. Take the quest. And then, watch. Here are the items you requested. Complete quest. And you get it every day. You can get one of these. And this one contained a necklace. Sometimes it contains a purple. Sometimes it contains a motif. Sometimes it contains weapons. But the point being, it's basically free because this is trash. These are literally trash items, grays, that he wants. So that's why it takes me a little bit longer, because I come here and I do this as well, in addition to everything else I do in the mornings. So, and I figure, what the hell, why not? And if you don't have all of the items, a lot of times you can just walk around in here and just take them from stuff that's right in the area, you know? And you're like, oh wait, I don't have enough utensils. Well, let me walk around and see what I can steal, right? And that's that. So that's how you do that. Ooh, excuse me while I steal this guy. I want to give me the safe box. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, garbage. All right, next thing. Deco track. Oh, deco track's so nice. If you have EHT installed and you have deco track installed, what you can do is you'll have this tab, furniture, and you see where in what houses you have each items, how many you have of them, of each item, and you can even search. So if I wanted a music box, I'll just do music, right? And this shows me where I have all my music boxes. It's a good thing if you're the kind of person like me who's always forgetting where you left things. This tells you which house has them all. Plus, you can also you can do this and do alt velocity. Let's say you want to look at everything in one house. Everything you have in one house, here you go. This is everything that's at my alt velocity. I can just scroll down and it'll tell me. This is everything you have there. It's a really nice and convenient add-on that you should get. Any questions yet? I think most of us by now know about display leads, but if you don't, display leads does exactly what it says. It displays your leads. So you can sort them by a lot of different ways, like how many have I dug, and you can sort them by just looking at furnishings. You can sort them by what they're for. You can sort them by so many different things, difficulty level, whatever, and it keeps track of how many you've dug up, and it can keep track of which ones you have and how much time is left on them. So never dug out, we'll do all zones, and then I think I need furnishing ones here. And these are ones that I've never dug up that are furnishings, telling me that I can go find the leads to these, and then just, you know, it would tell me if I had one, and it would give me an expiration time. So there you go. This is just the only thing you need to know about it. The only thing you need to know is, like with Writworthy, you have to set you have to bind a key to open it. So what you'll see is, if you go to, you scroll down in controls, key bindings, look for Writworthy. Here's my Writworthy toggle, and then there should be one for display leads, unless I messed. Yeah, F12 for me. It's called display leads. And then you have to keybind it to open it, as far as I remember. And there you go, display leads. I like that one. I think I've hit the diminishing returns, guys, because we're not getting a lot of followers. But thank you, Upstop. Upstop. That's a cool name. Alright. Next one. Dogs. We all know about dogs, right? Lazy Rick creator. You want that. Dressing room. I know a lot of you have your own preferred ways of switching your gear out. I prefer dressing room. You can set it to open with really anything you want. I set it to open with this skills. Oh, can you? I always set the thing. So I have I had two sets. This is my new set that Chris helped me set up, and you just click here to save. And then this is my run really fast. This is my farming one. So if I dress in this set, I should be able to run really fast. See? I've got my coward's gear and whatnot on now. See? Whee! And then if I do it right, let's see, I can change it back to this. Display leads was. This isn't. This is just switching my gear on me. I go back and forth between my set for farming and my set for, this is just dressing room. But display leads, yeah. Display leads will show leads. Which ones you have, with an expiration date, if I had any. Here, I have these, have 33 days left on them. So, there you go. It tracks everything for you. And you can sort it by so many different ways, and it's really convenient. But yeah, it's called display leads. And then, dues paid is as simple as it sounds. I can never remember whether I paid my dues. So, dues paid lets you pick what day you want it to tell you. What's today? Today is Friday, right? So we'll change it to Friday. And it'll pop up in your notification window, and it'll say, did you pay your guild dues? And when you log in, it'll pop up in your notifications, and it'll say, did you pay your dues? And you don't dismiss it until you pay your dues. And that way, you don't ever forget to pay your dues, because I always do. Because I always do. So let's change this to Saturday morning. And that's how you do it. ESO master recipe list is exactly what you think it is. It tells you whether or not your characters... No, it does not tell you if you paid the dues by selling. You have to figure that out on your own. Or you just do what I do, which is dump in for a raffle ticket anyway, and not try to figure out the math behind it, because I have no brains for math. What was it that I was saying? I got distracted by brains. Brains, or lack thereof. So that was how dues paid works. Let's go to easy travel. You may hear a lot of people say that they like to use Beam Me Up. I don't like Beam Me Up. And it's nothing wrong with Beam Me Up. The problem I have with Beam Me Up is I cannot remember BMU / BMU. Can never remember it. So what I do is I use easy travel, and it's /TP space, and then you just start typing in the place. So like Rivenspire or whatever. You start typing it, and you don't even have to type the whole thing, and it'll go. As simple as that. See? The benefit I think that Beam Up probably has is it keeps track of how much money you've saved by using it. But truthfully, I don't really care about that because I never really use money to port anyway, so it's not really saving me money. See, but that's the thing. I don't like looking at the map. Why would I need to look at the map? That's the thing, right? It's like if I know I need to go to Rivenspire, I don't want to have to go through opening up my map, going to Rivenspire, clicking the thing. I'd rather just do /TP Riv, right? Nothing wrong with either one, but you know, unless I have a reason to open the map, I feel like it takes more time than typing TP Riv. I don't know, that's just me. It's just preference. Nothing wrong with Beam Me Up, it's just preference. Master recipe list and master recipe list alt format. What I like about the alt format is what this does. Okay. Adds characters that don't know the recipe to the known by and craftable by tooltips provided by ESO. You have to turn them on, Tristorm. You have to turn them on in the settings. So you use it, using it with the master recipe list alt format, it will look like this. So you'll know which of your characters know these things and which of them don't. Like this. None of my characters know this. That kind of thing. So it's really really. Go to is another option. I guess it's all just preference, you know. It's what you feel comfortable with in terms of travel. I just like TP because it reminds me of old-timey gaming where you used to teleport. That's just, I'm so old that that's where my brain's at. Oh, that's a good way of dealing with it. The next one is obviously Essential Housing Tools. Essential Housing Tools Community, which is for housing. I don't use the saver because it bogs me down. FCO Item Saver. No, don't be. You're fine. You will note that certain things have FCOIS locked. What this means is that, yeah, you can lock your gear when you want to in ESO, sure, that's great. But what if you want to lock something that's not gear? What if you want to lock potions? What if you want to lock ingredients? Here, there's a reason for this. So one time I sold all of my, I stupidly sold all of certain kind of, where is it? What is wrong with me? I'm losing my brain here. I need my craft bag. So one time, when I'm doing enchanting, I sold all of my Rakudas. Because I look at them and I see requires aspect improvement 3. Why would I need to keep aspect improvement level 3 when I'm a level 10? Stupid, right? Yeah, not so stupid because you need them for furnishings. So if you lock it, you can't sell it. So that saves me from myself. I have no memory. And I like to lock items for that purpose. And then if you look in your bank, you'll see these marked for research. These are literally items that I'm saving for research for one of my characters. So I won't sell it, I won't deconstruct it, it won't let me. I'm saving this for Stabity Dead. You know, I'm saving these different items for one of my characters. So by using the lock, the marked for research, it's saving me from those kinds of mistakes. So I really like FCO. It has one flaw. The one flaw that it has is a single setting. That setting says, let me show it to you. That setting says Don't allow... Where's the banks? Protections. Hold on. Guild banks. We're looking for guild banks. There is something in guild banks. It won't let you donate to a guild bank unless you are given the permission to remove items from that same guild bank, which is stupid for a trader because generally, I don't know where it is. Maybe they removed it, but it was a terrible, terrible option, and it was default on. And so you would get stuck with, you'd be like, why can't I donate this to the bank? Like, why won't it let me give this to the bank? And it's like, it's FCO. It's blocking you from giving things to the bank. And that's that. So you've got all these other things that you can mess with and play with, but I like it for the limited purposes I use it. I've gone over furniture catalog a lot. Harvin's subtitles. It's literally just a subtitle app that does more subtitling. This is furniture catalog. You see, sold by Zonaltherin in Hollow City. That tells you it's a Lux item. It'll tell you where you get different items. It'll give you that kind of information when you mouse over things. And then Harvin's Trait and Style. Thank you so much for the follow. This is what I'm doing this for. Much appreciated. This adds additional information to the armor weapon items tooltip and the knowledge about it. This is important. So what this is saying is, in addition to telling you the style of something, so let's say, look in the upper left-hand corner. You see it says bow, two-handed Dremora. That's Dremora style, up in the upper left-hand corner. Dremora style, Dremora style. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, because I'm looking on the wrong line. Apostle, Redguard, High Elf, Orc. You see all of the styles? Yeah. That tells you the style. But it's also the one that says researchable for. Those other characters that you see there, eats all the tofu and a backpack, are my other account. So it's keeping track of 2 accounts. So I know once I've researched this on this account fully with Stabity Dead, I have another account and it keeps track of it for me. So that's what this does. Is if you have more than 1 account, it can be useful for you. We're almost done. I will stop at some point. Harvest map. You guys know how harvest map works? I kind of feel like I should show you how harvest map works because I feel like I'm constantly running into people who don't know how harvest map works, and I feel so sorry for them. This one's in Deshawn, so we'll go to Deshawn. When I was first starting out, oh, it was the worst. I couldn't find a certain herb. I needed 3 of a certain herb. I spent hours looking for it. And I couldn't find it, and it was really depressing. And then, finally, somebody told me about Harvest Map. I was like, really? I feel like a dumbass. And then, you just know which nodes to hit up. Excuse me. So yeah, see all these little icons sticking up? Oh yeah, you can download other people's data, but you know, if you do enough you're on your own, you should be fine too. All these little icons mean here's a metal node. Here's where a cloth node reappears. Here's where, wow, I'm gonna get a Thieves' Trove node right here. See? Just popped up a Thieves' Trove node. And now I know and can look at all these different places I've already been and say, I have to look for chests, or I have to look for, and here's a chest right where the chest marker is, or I need to look for herbs. I'll just follow all the herb markers here. And that's how you do it. And it will not only show up on a mini map that you download, it also shows up on a large size map. So you can see here all the different stuff, all the different nodes all around you. So it's really quite useful. Where's the thing? Oh, great. It's all the way over there. It's completely non-useful. It's extremely helpful, especially if you're farming in Craglorn. A lot of people do Craglorn farm contests, and I don't know if that's still even a thing because potents aren't really worth as much as they used to be. But essentially, people use this add-on and go from node to node, and it can even come up with a path for you if you know how to use it properly. You can tell it, hey, come up with a thing for me. Oh, I like the pizza. I ate all my pizza for lunch though. I'm very sad now. So that's a good way of dealing with it. What's eating me? Screw you, Nyx Hound. So that's helpful. I don't know. I could look at houses if you would prefer, but this is really also helpful for people farming overland chests, like maybe you need something Mother Sorrow. Maybe you might want to invest in a harvest map, because now you can see where all the chests are and you can do them. Where the hell is the little marker? There it is. And you could do that. And that's a big help. Also, it helps with chest runs, because there's whole lines of things where chest runs, there's like lines of chests that you can follow and just pop them, and make money. There's a really good one in Northern Elsewhere. One of my mounts is a spider, yeah. It was a gift for... Didn't we get that for Vardenfell? I forget. If you're wondering how this is happening, it's Random Mount is the name of the add-on. Random Mount summons a different mount every time, or randomly selects a mount. Pretty obvious from the name. But it also randomly can select pets for you. And then, there you go. Since I'm here anyway. And now I'm on a bear. See? That's how it works. It's kind of cool. I like it anyway. I'm probably going the wrong way. You go to you, and you have to set one. So if you have a mount, make sure you go, set active or whatever. If you have more than one mount, pick one. And then you just type H. H summons and dismisses your mount for you. And that is what you do. I'm talking about, and that works with the add-on I'm talking about as well, is you can do, I'm sorry, I'm just getting completely turned around on purpose, and this is ridiculous. There has to be a command that you guys are doing. I can't think of what it would be, but there has to be a command. And watch me do what I just said I never do, which is spend money on porting. There has to be a way on Kagooti. Screw you, Kagooti. Nobody asked for you and your no arms to attack me. Grow some arms and come back. I actually don't know how it would be done. on Xbox. There's gotta be a way, right? Let me look it up. To mount the horse, you must want... Okay. Collections tab in the game menu. Selected as an active mount. Now the mount has been selected as active. Your active mount can then be summoned by pressing the H key on the PC, holding the view on Xbox One, or holding the touchpad on PS4. So yeah, Holmarian's right. Of course, after I read the whole thing, I looked up and realized that Holmarian had actually already answered. Because I'm a derp. Fee! Body smacks? What's wrong with that? That sounds like fun. Oh, booty smacks! Well, I don't know if that's fun, but... My fighting style consists of sucking. That is why I'm a potato. I'm probably not the best person to talk to you about trying to be less potato-y. I am a terrible, terrible player. Yeah. So here we go. This is me doing one of my surveys, but that's how this add-on works. Unfortunately, you people on console are screwed over and don't get add-ons. And I'm really sorry about that. I wish I could help you out. It's such a quality of living thing. I don't know how you guys can stand it. Well, General Sherman would be proud. That was one of his favorite moves. Flank the enemy. And then make sure you always loot the Sigic portals. Now, I read from some people recently, and I think it's a good advice because I did it myself. It's a good idea to train to level up Sigic line on your alts, so that whenever you're on your alts, if you see a Sigic portal, you can run up and grab it. Because otherwise you're missing out on opportunities for cool things from Sigics. But that's a lot of work. So, I don't know. It's up to you if that's something you feel like you should do. Kioma's repair and recharge does exactly what it sounds like. When I go to any kind of shopkeep, it will repair my gear for me automatically, no matter how much is wrong with it. And then if I use up all of the charge on my weapon, it automatically recharges my weapon. And that's called Kioma's Repair and Recharge, and I think it's worthwhile. I never like to be without it. It just does all the work that I never want to have to think about. It does for me. And then... No, and then. And then... No, and then. Sorry. Just ignore me. I'm being stupid. Trying to get to a shopkeep. Hail to the shopkeep. No, you're not a shopkeep? I thought you were a shopkeep. Why do you suck? Yeah, I couldn't do it. I mean, as long as... I know for some people it's a cost issue. And I can't really blame them for that. You know? It's not like they're being a jerk or anything. Alright, here's Auda the Peddler. Store. See up in the right-hand corner? Belts of Hunting's Rage repaired, blah, 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 repaired. Does it all without my doing anything. It just automatically... yeah, that's a good point, FaZe. It just automatically does that. Also, this is another FCO item. You can mark that you think this should be improved. Let me see if this is still worthwhile being improved. No. So we take away the improvement, and now we're just gonna get rid of that. What time is it? It's 4:30. They do. So it'll replace the it replaces the enchant nodes, but people see the enchant nodes. So it's my understanding. So if someone comes up and there's a Psijic portal, either I think they see just a regular enchant node, is my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but I always thought that they saw an enchant node and you see a Psijic portal, and that if they lose the enchant node, you lose out on the Psijic portal. I could be wrong on that, but that is the way that my brain processed the information. So don't take my word for it. Watch Reading Rainbow and figure out for yourself. I don't know why I said that. Just don't ignore me. I'm a little bit of a weirdo. We're almost to the point where I will call it so Cardi. So J Hart can do his second. You can automatically use repair kits. Yes. They see nothing. Okay. So then that's good. I always thought that they were taking. That's what. Okay, so you're probably right. Because like I said, I don't know, so I'm not gonna make the assumption that I am correct when I really don't know. And I admit when I don't know something, or try to anyway. Alright. Lore books. Lore books is pretty obvious what it does. However, if you see this, hear this one. Raynor's Bethanuel notes, right? There's an option in lore books that you may not know about. It is worth it. I like that option. In lore books, you can say that you want on, I think it's like, show unknown eidetic memory. Okay, so lore books themselves are the ones that give you points. But if you want just anything, these are like notes, pieces of paper, just anything story-wise in the game, you have to turn on that option. And once you've turned on that option, then you can find journals, you can find notes, you can find things that automatically aren't necessarily there that you can still look for. You'll notice most of mine are in dungeons, because I don't do dungeons because I suck. So anything that you see of mine still is generally just because I haven't done a dungeon, but otherwise I've mostly cleared them all out. But that's what that does, and I really like that Lorebooks does that. See, you can see all of these missives and stuff because I never did Lion's Den. That kind of thing. So it's fun if you're a completionist in that sense. We're almost done for tonight, or at least for now. And then Magic Sorter. Magic Sorter, I love you. Wish it worked right. Magic Sorter is fun. Let us go to a house in which it will do some good. Magic Sorter, if you own storage houses, you will love. If it's your manner of keeping storage houses. Sometimes it's not everybody's cup of tea. What it does is you can select each house, you can identify what kind of items you want in it. So for example, my Strident Springs is all structural items. So it will automatically place everything structural into that house for me, and it'll sort them nicely into by size. This is my library house, and although the maps aren't right, but just ignore that. Do I have anything in the library? Yes, the Song of Pelennor, right? I just put Song of Pelennor down, so let's do that up front, so you can see that. So it's already pretty sorted. These maps don't get sorted because Cardi has bugs in the program where some things don't get sorted, but most things get sorted. So what we're gonna do is I'll do magic sorter. I'm gonna keep all my stuff the same because I'm not gonna actually do more than one house, but we'll do next. What do I want to be sorted? Library all. Next, start quick sort. It has now sorted everything and put it all, and now it would take me to my next house to go sort. So this is all just sorted out by height, if you notice. And yes, sometimes it goes beyond what the walls are, but it's very convenient if you're the kind of person who wants to put things away after you're done with it. No, that's just a thing with me. Dwarven clock, his workshop. I'll show you another example. Now, keep in mind, it will actually port on its own. You don't actually have to do anything. Once you set it to go, it will go to all of your storage houses and organize all of them for you. It will move anything you have in the wrong spot to the right spot. But it's not 100% working right now. It doesn't recognize some of the items. I don't know what's wrong with it. Cardi hasn't had any time to talk to Architectura about it. And I can't get a hold of Architectura, who's the author. So I don't know what to do. But if you'll notice, all of my stuff is sorted like that. So we'll do one more magic sorter. This is my workshop house. And we'll start a quick sort, and it's placing the clock, and now it organized everything, which frankly it was already pretty much organized to begin with. And there you go. It's this nicely organized room by height, or by whatever. I forget what it's sorted by, but it's all here and it's all seeable. I like it. All right, let me pull the contest, but before I do, if you haven't, if you are on PCNA or PCEU, do ! potato, no E on the end, and enter into the contest. I'm giving away another plan. I'm giving away this one, Solitude Door Arched Wooden. So if you haven't and you're PCNA or PCEU, I'm so sorry I can't give away anything on console. I want to, but until I get to 1,000 viewers, followers, I can't give away anything for the consoles. So I'll just wait until you guys get caught up. And earlier today, Pyron79 won one, but his mailbox is full. So I'm waiting to see if he gets back to me about clearing out his mailbox. But every time I'm on this weekend, I'm going to give away another plan. So, alright, looks like everybody's done it. I'm going to, I think. Faye, did you enter? Did you do the potato, Faye? If it doesn't tell you again, it means you're probably already in. Wow, I thought all these people had already done it. Okay. We're gonna pick a winner now. You guys are getting the potatoes in under the under the finish line, and I'm worried about pulling it. Oh my god, I can't pull it now because all you guys are still going. I'll wait. I don't want to exclude anybody. Alright, I think we got it now. Gonna pull. Ash Bandicoots! Ash Bandicoots, are you on NA or EU? Don't worry, there's going to be a lot more giveaways this weekend. And Ash Bandicoots, I need to know PCNA or PCEU, and then I need to know if that's your username. Kinlist, you got it. I'm sending it right now. Congratulations. Here comes your plan. If you feel like selling it, don't feel guilty. That is perfectly acceptable response. Linst. Wait, no, it's Kinlynst. Congo rats! Yay! So this is my big push, guys, for follows. So there you go. Congratulations. I'm so glad that I'm able to help you guys out with stuff. Congrats! See, it's worthwhile watching. Alright, so I'm going to go for now. I'm going to get some rest, and J Heart's going to be on with tonight's Housing Ike if you're on. I doubt I'll be on again today, but I'll be on again tomorrow. So I will see you then. And let me see if I can drop you off with somebody for those of you who are lurking. I've been doing really good with these drop-offs. Generally, they've been really helping me out with people people who have been, when we go into the place we raid, I end up getting some follows, and that's really important right now. So let's see who we can drop you off with for right now. Who can we? Alright, I'm going to drop you off with AV, because I love AV. Alright, we haven't done any for her today, so let's head on over. I think she's doing building, too. She's a sweetheart. And away we go.
Great, fantastic. That's really kind of you to think of us, Davide. I really do appreciate it. For anybody that's new here, my name is Avi. I'm an ESO streamer, and I also stream some other things like Fallout and random things. I take a lot of screenshots of my journey through ESO, and today